20 seconds to go, come on.
Remember, we love this bit. This is just before you send the food out to the customers. Is it good enough? Is it right? Let's hope so.
Gary, Eamon Sullivan, I mean, you know, our super fish in the pool. Will he be able to be super in the kitchen? He's attempting gnocchi, and we know what happens with gnocchi if they're not right, like little rubbery bullets. He's also doing a lamb rump.
It's probably one of the hardest parts of the lamb to cook because that lamb rump should be just pink. And if it's under that, if it's medium rare, it's chewy. So I think he's really set himself a challenge.
Gary Simon out the back there, he's the dark horse, and you know, he's showing some good skills there. The way he's butterflied open that leg, he's popped the bocconcini, skewered it, and he's talking about how to seal it in the correct manner. I think that's quite admirable, and let's see what he does with the rest of the dish. I'm excited.
Guys, you've got half an hour to go, half an hour.
Remember, you want to win this round to get every advantage going into round 2.
Getting the meat out of the bug is always a bit tricky. Shell is really hard.
They put up a fight. Gotcha.
Clearly the hero of this salad is the Moreton Bay bug, and I always worry about getting the Moreton Bay bug just right. It's such a delicate meat that if you overcook it, you just ruin it and you can't fix that. So I just very lightly poached it and took it out as soon as I could.
So the potatoes are ready. It's really important to get the skin off and use them while they're warm so they stay nice and moist and the gnocchi really binds together. Then I put it through a food ricer, which gives me a really fine, silky texture. This is the part I'm really nervous about. There we go. Make or break time. So I try to take my time and try to do it right because I don't have time to boil some more and make it again. It's really important to be careful with the mixture. You really want it to be velvety in texture so that when they bite into it, it's really soft and pillowy. I roll them into thin logs and cut them into small portions ready to be poached and cooked.
How are you going? You going to make it in time?
I think so.
What I liked about having Matt around was Matt loves food, and you can watch his face as he's tasting something.
Like that? Good.
Getting a bit of a sense of what he was interested in.
So Matt comes around and starts tasting the dishes.
Smells good. Smells good.
So then he just gives that little eyebrow. And it's scary. It scares me.
So you've got cheese in 3 elements.
Yeah.
So the question for me is going to be, how are you going to make it taste light on the palate? I love rich food.
I was talking to Matt and he thought that there was a lot of cheese involved in my dish. It'll look all right on the plate, and I think it's just about those tastes. My response to that was to put more buffalo bocconcini in the salad. Let's just take some risks. Okay, big guy, if it's about cheese, let's think outside the square.
We're down to the nitty-gritty now. You have 15 minutes to go. Let's pull it together.
Plating up and dressing a dish is only an extension of your preparation. Leave yourself enough time to make those finishes and bring us something beautiful.
That's perfect.
Just finishing plating up the Moreton Bay bugs. Steak has to cook, but that won't take long. And I'm hoping the panna cotta is set. I better go and check that, I think.
So the plan was to leave the gnocchi in for 3 minutes, just until it's risen to the top of the water. But 5 minutes later, I'm thinking, uh-oh. It just doesn't look right. It looks a bit tattered around the edges. It's not holding together as well as it usually does. And I start contemplating making some more because I wasn't happy. I think I have time. I run over to the spare bit I have and I start rolling out some more.
So there's 5 minutes left before you put up the best signature dish you've ever put up in your life.
I knew the time was running out. I decided to stick with the gnocchi I've already made and just focus on getting it ready on time and plating it up well.
I'm looking at this creation that I've got here thinking, okay, and I'm wondering whether I do the ketchup menace and drizzle the plate or not.
I get this smell.
Oh, my God.
It's my sauce burning. I know at this point that, you know, that it may not be salvageable. So I quickly put some stock in it, have a taste. Oh, you know, once it's on the steak, maybe it'll be okay. I had to make the choice, do I put it on or don't I?
60 seconds to go, come on.
Remember, we love this bit. This is just before you send the food out to the customers. Is it good enough? Is it right? Let's hope so. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it's the moment of truth. The time when we get to see if the dish that you've cooked has the same impact on us as it has on your friends and your family. The first dish we want to taste is Mr. Westaway's.
I did my best, and whatever feedback I get, I'll take on the chin. That's all I can do.
Simon, pleased with yourself?
I don't feel as if it was a train wreck, totally.
It's just cooked. If you send that out to a customer in a restaurant, the chances are it might get sent back to the kitchen.
Honestly, it looks like spew. But it tastes really good. I'd eat that as a side dish.
Yeah.
Potatoes, undercooked, never a good thing. The problem with this dish is you've bolted too many things together. And what we end up with is a Frankenstein. We have enough cheese here to feed Switzerland for a month.
Thank you.
The next person up to the tasting table is Eamon.
The nerves running high, pretty similar to standing behind the blocks for an important swim.
Very technical dish. Is it a reflection of your skills, do you think?
It's a bit of my swimming, I think, transferring over to cooking. It's very technical what I do, and I try to make it as perfect as possible.
You've cooked it well. It was really lovely and pink when it came out of the oven. What is not working as well is the gnocchi. They're not perfect. They're a little bit bouncy.
It's a great dish. It's a really restaurant quality plating. You can see people paying great money for that. And you can see them enjoying it. Whether it's good enough, your one dish, to beat the 3 dishes of Anna Bligh is another question.